Okay, good morning. The Let's Talk News Now. We're here inside the Queen Victoria Pub, inside the Riviera on the beautiful Las Vegas Strip. My name's Rick Singer, and, well, let's just put it this way. If you're talking about it, that means we're talking about it. So let's talk news now. Ella, Donna Summers passed away last week.
Yeah.
And that's always a tragedy, especially for people in my age group, because it's actually completely...
I really like the disco diva tapes and tapes.
I think it's an age, in any age group.
Yeah.
Any age group.
Because it influences so much in
influences
music now.
Yes.
I can't think of one person I know who hasn't had the hairbrush.
Oh yeah.
In front of the mirror with the Donna Summer song, singing it. I mean, you sang Bad Girls.
Yeah.
No. What I would say, though, is this, the interesting point, though, is you made is this year, we're only just a couple months into the year, but we have actually had, a few losses this year already. Whitney Houston being one.
Yeah, and Don Cornelius and Etta James.
That's right.
And we're just losing them. It feels like we're losing too
Michael
many
Jackson.
people.
I mean, everyone's...
Something in the water.
It's just, I guess life moves forward, but you just don't expect people in their 60s. You don't expect to start losing them. Although, in the case of Donna Summers,
back in the Marilyn Monroe days, where it was James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, and all that.
Right.
That was their era to pass away. This is our era now for our famous people to pass away.
Okay, being the oldest, one at the table here.
They had a mural of them.
Exactly. And this is naive, but you think they're famous, they don't die. You think they're,
you still can't really grasp the fact that they're gone, especially at such a young age. But their music lives on, and I know it's influencing the next generation.
Right.
No offense or buts. You guys are making me nervous here. Just want to let you know, because I'm approaching that age group.
Oh my goodness.
One of the things that's been dominating the news over the past several weeks, but even more so now, is John Edwards' trial and the fact that the jury and their actions and what that all is going to translate to. I think that there's a much bigger question, though. I really do. And that is that this campaign reform. Campaign reform and what it's actually meaning. And in case you're not familiar, just give you a quick rundown here on the John Edwards story. I can't imagine someone not being familiar with it, but nonetheless, here it is. Obviously he's a one-time presidential candidate, then became the vice presidential nominee. He was married to Elizabeth Edwards, who had cancer at the time. Had an affair with his public relations coordinator, Raleigh Hunter, right?
Right.
Denied the affair. Big surprise there.
Of course.
Ms. Hunter became pregnant. All right. Denied he had anything to do with that either.
It was a miracle.
It was a miracle. Mm-hmm. And then, in order to try and protect his campaign, the issue was that he covered a lot of things up.
Right.
Okay. No surprise there either. Right. The most told lie in the world. Honest, honey, I didn't.
I didn't do it.
But the flip side to that is that the question was, and since campaign reform, he's actually been brought to trial on something that had never ever been tried before. Because in the past, campaigns were allowed to pretty much do what they wanted to with their money.
Okay.
All right. So now at the end of it, 3 women. Your opinion, is this a federal offense, or is it the misappropriation of funds? Or is it fraud? I mean, it's all over now, so now we can make comments about it.
Well, I still think it probably shouldn't have been done, really, but what was his motivation? Because obviously to keep her silent, does this mean they were still dating, or was it just the fact that, she would have gone and got her money somewhere else? But the lies always come out.
I think people donate money because you're presenting yourself in a certain way. So it's a big lie, obviously. You're paying for somebody that you're really not paying for because he's misrepresenting himself.
An illusion.
So
lie.
It should be a federal case because that's people's money going to his campaign.
To pay for his love.
To pay for someone that he's presenting himself as this person that he's not.
Right.
And I think that's the thing, though. If he had misappropriated the funds and did something like, I don't know, took some private planes and used that, but the fact that he had an affair, the fact that his wife had cancer at the time and they had a child, I think those are all, as a woman, you sort of put yourself in that position of the missus at the time, and
very, very awkward.
But also the mistress was a woman, so what was she thinking?
Exactly.
You've got to know.
Right.
Really, come on.
It's kind of hard to have a secret when you're running for office.
Yeah, it's a little tough, too. We're going to be taking a break, and we come back to a very, very special guest with us. Kim, you have with us. Dr. Jeffrey Life is going to be with us. We'll be back right after this. Very good, lady.